Hey everybody, and welcome to a snacking experiment. Today we're looking at brownies. In fact, we're looking at tiny little brownies. These are little 2-bite brownies that I made myself. They're made with muffin tins. It's an easy recipe. I'll post it somewhere on my blog, the recipe. It's really easy. It's a 3-ingredient brownie, mostly of Nutella. But I was making brownies the other day and it got me thinking. I was wondering, what can you put in brownies that makes them better? Now, what I'm talking about is, like, obviously there's the ingredients that make up the brownie, but lots of people like putting nuts inside brownies, as do I. I often do like putting nuts. I also like putting icing on my brownies, and I don't know if that's weird, but that's not what this is about. This is about putting nuts in your brownies. And the thing that got me thinking was, what's the best nut to put in a brownie? So what I did is I made some 2-bite brownies, and as you'll see with the graphic there, I made 2-bite brownies, each containing a different type of sort of nut-like ingredient. Some are pretty common you might find in brownies. Others are a little bit weird. And the whole idea is I will take 1 bite of these 2-bite brownies and I will decide if the taste is good. If it's good, it goes on to the next round. And then I will try and rank the best thing, yeah, and maybe the second best, maybe the third best thing to put inside your brownies. Obviously I did things like walnuts and hazelnuts and things like that, but there's some odd ones too. I'm going to start this test though with just a regular brownie, just nothing in it. Chewy and yummy. I love a good chewy brownie. It tasted great, but can it be improved with a nut? We're going to start off with a hazelnut. I'm going to start with hazelnut because I think this should work. I think this should be pretty good because if there's Nutella in here already, and that means that it's already sort of got we know it works with a hazelnut flavor. So I've got a big version of each one on top of the brownie, but it's also got a whole bunch inside too. So hazelnut in your brownie. It's okay. Gets a little better the more you eat it. Next, we're going to go with something else a little bit sort of common. Why not some almonds? Almonds in your brownies. Let's try this out. The hazelnut added more to it, particularly near the end, so I'm going to put that in the knot. Next, walnut. This is the most common. This is the one I think, this is the one that's like a go-to. If I was just making brownies for like friends and they weren't into weird things, this is what I'd go for, so. Definitely going in the plus category. Next. We're going to go a little bougie here. We're going to go with cashews, because I always thought of cashews as being a classier nut, so. I'm discovering an interesting problem. Some nuts just don't hold up. I put about the same amount of every single ingredient in here. And the walnuts and the hazelnuts you could really taste, but the almonds and the cashews, you just can't taste them at all. So next, peanut. I mean, this is the most common nut, although it's not a nut, it's a legume. It's not our last legume either. Oh, that's going to go in the try again. Next, we're going to do sunflower seeds. So we're getting into the weird stuff now. I'm going to put, it's not as good as some of the other ones. I'm putting that in the, no. Pumpkin seeds. can barely taste them. We're getting to the weirder things. Hemp hearts and flaxseed. There's actually a yogurt mix that Allison uses, so she likes to put those on her yogurt. So I just made a brownie with one because I thought it'd be fun. That's actually surprisingly, that's going in the good category. That's really good. Raisins. Some people hate them, some people love them. That's how they do in brownies. I don't mind them actually. Pink Himalayan mountain salt. This is another bougie one. My God, that's good. I might have put a little too much in. I put too much in. In this case, no. Maybe a little bit would do it, but oh. And finally, beans. They're a dried bean, so it's it's a snack bean you get in Thailand. I don't know if it's a mung bean. I don't know. A big like kidney bean looking thing. It's dried, so and I put a whole bunch inside. So it's not flavorful enough. I mean, I guess it's more protein. So in our, I've tasted them all. Some are definitely just, they're not great. I mean, they're okay. I don't think there was a bad one. The salt one was a little bit rough, but there's no bad ones. And then I have 5 that I thought were okay. And that is raisin, peanut, the hemp hearts and flaxseed. Surprising, that's the underdog there. Hazelnut and walnut. I mean, hazelnut and walnut I figured would happen. I mean, I guess it's one of those things where it's, it's a popular choice for a reason. So let's try. So I've got the second bite of my 2-bite brownies. I'm going to try it again and see if I can pick a favorite. Walnut. That's pretty good. It's common because it's so good. Raisin next. It's good. It's surprisingly good. It's a bit of a surprise, but it's not as good as the walnut. So far walnut number 1, raisin number 2 for now, but let's see how long that lasts. Chewy. Peanut. Better than raisin. Not quite. I think walnut's still better. I should have thought this out better because I'm in a hot room and eating all these brownies is kind of making me want to throw up a little. Hemp hearts and flaxseed, the biggest surprise of all these. Better than raisins, not as good as peanut. Finally, hazelnut. It could be because our hazelnuts are a little stale. So I'm getting this beginning flavor that I don't like. I think I got it here. Walnuts is definitely the best. I'm going to go peanuts number 2. I'm actually going to go with the hemp hearts and flaxseed. That was really good. Number 4, hazelnuts. Number 5, raisins. And so that means that beans, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and cashews didn't quite cut it. Salt was kind of repugnant, but I think I just put too much salt in. I think I tried to put enough salt that you could actually sort of feel the crunch of the salt. Unfortunately, that just made like for a really, 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 really salty brownie. So I think maybe salt in a lesser amount might have even made it to the top 5. But on its own, nah, not much. But thanks for watching me eat a bunch of brownies and decide which one is the best filling, which is walnut, which is the one you find most common. I mean, I guess there was going to be no great discoveries found, except that raisins and hemp hearts and flax seeds actually are pretty good in a brownie. As always, you can follow us on Twitter @CandyCritic, or go to candycritic.org and find links to all of my other social media, including Instagram and Tumblr and all that stuff. You can also follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/candycritic. There you'll get, excuse me, there you'll get all kinds of bonus content and everything like that. We also have a micro comic called Snack Facts, which hopefully by now, by the time you watch this, we will be selling physical copies, or we will have been selling physical copies. We might be sold out. Who knows? But you'll be able to buy copies of Snack Facts, my micro comic. So make sure to check that out. And you can go to candycritic.org/snackfacts, and you can find the micro comic there. You can download the digital copies and print off your own if you like. But we'll also have physical copies mostly for a while. If they're not sold out, then they'll still be available. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.